Well, first of all, we stood up for the innocence and well-being of the children of the state of Florida, and that's the right thing to do. I'm the father of young. I mean, we got a first grader, kindergartner, and a pre-K3. And so my wife and I believe, and I think the vast, vast majority of parents in Florida and throughout the country believe, kids should be able to just be kids. You go to school, you're not having an agenda shoved down your throat, you're not being told that you can switch genders, you're focusing on the basics. And so that was ultimately the initial fight was about that. Disney was against it. They were wrong. We were right, and we did that. Then after that, as their corporate welfare privileges came under scrutiny in the legislature, the reality is the Florida legislature has every right to change special districts. They've always had that right. And think what's happened since there's been accountability now in that area. You had the board that we appointed. They've reduced the taxes for all the tenant businesses that were being taxed to basically service Disney's interests. That's not the appropriate use of government. Government is supposed to be something, I mean, it initially was supposed to have residential communities there so voters would have picked who was on it. That obviously did never happen, and this one company ended up taking control of the local government, which is not good government at all. And so we knew that the legislature had authority to do it. I had the authority to sign the legislation as we did. And I would like to, see an accounting from some of the people who last year were trying to say that somehow, Disney had outmaneuvered Florida or that somehow they were in the right on all this. You heard a lot of squawking when they were able to use it to try to attack Florida or try to attack me. I don't hear very much now that the case was summarily dismissed. I mean, they don't have a case. Even if you assume everything they say is true, they do not have a case. So we absolutely anticipated this. We knew ultimately what we did would be upheld. I'm shocked that they're saying they're going to appeal it. I think that's a mistake. I think that they should just kind of move on. You're in the state that's #1 for business in America right now. We have the lowest unemployment amongst large states, highest GDP growth amongst large states. Is it so bad that you actually have to live under the same laws as everybody else, including your competitors? Of course not. This is not a matter of high principle for them. This is a matter of them trying to claw back special privileges that they were never entitled to in the first place.